Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this Bobo Jr. Bobo Jr. is getting very, very old. Look at him. Can you see how he's losing his fur on the side of his cheeks? And the top of his head is getting kind of baldy. And over here on his hip, my little guy, you can see how he's losing his hair. And it's not because he's got a disease or anything. Well, I mean, he does, but he's got the same disease that we all do. Old age. He's getting older. He's really, really thin. You can feel his spine and his hips, and he's getting to be an old man. He's losing control of his bladder. He's losing his fur. He's a good guy, though. He's happy and friendly and healthy. And I'm going to let him go back to sleep now. There you go, little guy. Thank you so much. I love my little guys. I just hate the ravages of old age on me, too. Since my silver hair and all that wasn't that long ago. Just when I first married my wife, my beard here was like really red. So, thumbs up. Yeah, I gotta be careful with my arms. I am barely awake. I slept very late. It was 6:30 when I woke up. That was amazing in the first place. Usually I wake up around 4 or 3:30. So waking up at 6:30 was very good. Except that now I'm like 3 hours behind. That happens. I am not riding the tail end of anything, but yesterday toward the end of the day I did manage to get... I've already taken the green off of this morning when I woke up. I went outside, so I got a bowl, and I found, well, I didn't find, I squished out of the tube as much as I could out of a bunch of my older RSO things, enough to get one dose last night. So I'm not doing that well. I'm hurting, but I'm moving still, and I've got enough to keep me, well, semi-moving at least through part of the day. So that's a good thing. Here's hoping I'll be able to yeah. Oh, I gotta keep my arms down. My shoulders are burning already, and I just got out of bed just a half hour ago. Thumbs up. Yeah, at least my nose looks pretty good. That's from having been about 1:30 last night, and it's already that faded. I mean, I wish it didn't do that to my nose at all. Does anyone out there, if you use a VPAP or CPAP and you put on the mask like that, how long does it take your nose to clear up, or a significant other? I know some of you have significant others who wear the mask, so I don't know how long it takes to clear up. And then this morning, I go to upload my video for my other channel again today. Now this is so irritating because I don't know why and how it does this. Actually, I had Bandicam going. I had to turn Bandicam off because up in my Logitech webcam window it had the little FPS counter going. I don't need to know how many frames per second I'm getting for this. But, oh, what was I talking about? Oh yes, because I was uploading my new file last night. I don't know how YouTube does this. I mean, I can understand maybe how it gets a little confused sometimes, because I have been uploading, but like this morning I went to upload my Stone Keep video. Just like I do every day, I upload a video. I noticed before saving it that once again it had called up yesterday's video and was merging the new data that I was just now inputting into the data fields of yesterday's video. Again, I don't know how it can call up that page to do that. The file names are different names and sizes and days. I didn't call up the page to that one video. In fact, my computer was off all night. I had to turn my computer on, call up a browser, call up a fresh upload page, and then start uploading a fresh new video. And from all of that, YouTube still said, oh, you mean you want me to merge this with this video here? And so it called up the last video I did and was merging the data with that. What? How can you do that? Why do you keep doing that? That should be impossible. But it keeps doing that. Luckily this time I noticed that it was going to save the data on top of an old video, so it didn't destroy the old video. But of course all the time I spent inputting data into the fields wasted. Just had to get rid of that page without even saving it. I don't know why YouTube is doing this to me, and it is so frustrating. I can't imagine it's just me. I hope it's not just me. I mean, that would be insane, but typical for my life. Yay. I don't really have a whole lot to say. As I mentioned, I just woke up. I've been up less than a half hour normally, but when I start my videos, I have several hours of processing time on my own to wake up. Well, it's not processing time, it's just simple waking up time so I can start processing. Today my wake up time and my process time is the same, and I am barely functioning. My sincere apologies. Hopefully I am not boring and awful today. I mean, I do thank each and every one of you for watching my vlogs. It's just a time for me to process so I can get things together so I can function for the rest of the day. I am a talker, and all my life I have talked to people, talked my problems, talked about things, just talked stuff out. And I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't have any talker friends right now. And so my need to talk, my urge to process so I can get stuff done in my head, it's just been for years, like ever since my wife died. 2 years I spent just jammed up and unable to process before I finally figured out I need to start vlogging. And then it wasn't like a magical clearing, no. But all of a sudden, instead of having to hack my way through dense forest with a dull machete, I found myself a deer trail that was partly mapped out, and I managed to get a bit of stone to sharpen up my machete so I can get through the branches and the rocks better. It makes it easier. Processing does. It's like bubble sorting all the random junk in my head so that I get a chance to actually deal with it. Physiologically, it also helps too, because beforehand, I noticed before I was vlogging and processing that I would fall asleep, stay awake, fall asleep, just be in a complete daze for upwards of a good 8 to 10 hours a day, if not more, where I was getting nothing done. I was unable to think, unable to get things working inside my skull. And once I started my vlog, everything, like I said, it didn't fall magically into place, but it's been one hell of a lot easier. So thank you so very, very much for being here during my processing time. Now, I got my external hard drive up on my desktop, so every time I bang my chair into like my keyboard garage thing here, and of course knocks my desktop around, which knocks the hard drive around, which damages the hard drive. But anyway, it's a nice little desktop thing, but it's got some issues I don't like. I put in like my Sandman statue. I talked about that yesterday on Twitter. So if you don't need to have a phone in the Twitter app. I don't have a phone for the Twitter app. I just use the web application for Twitter, and I tweet up a storm all day. So if you want to get involved with anything I do that way, I check out Twitter. But they made 1,800 of these Sandman statues back in the day when they were making the comic book series Sandman by Neil Gaiman. They made 1,800 of those. They were somewhere between $200 to $500 for the statue. I bought one. This is like 1,066 out of 1,800. I don't know how many of them they have still around in the United States. After all, they're just people like me that have been hanging on to them. Is it actually a collectible? Hard to say. There were only 1,800 of them, and I got one of them. There is also, I moved around some of my things. I've taken out like the both Vivek and where is she over there? And Harley Quinn out of the boxes. I have the boxes up on top of the bookcase up there. So, but I've added more stuff onto there, and that's good, I think. I had to well, I didn't have to, but I moved a 3-drawer like dresser thing, plastic dresser thing, the cheap things you buy from, you know, one of the big box stores. And so I put it underneath the table that I've got next to me where I keep my console stuff and my TV and the like. So I've been putting my consoles and other such hardware inside of those drawers so that they're put away and yet they're still right there, so that if I want to play like the Dreamcast, I pull out the Dreamcast, or want to play one of my many PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 games, it's just zoobity boop, pull it out of the drawer, plug it in, and then go. I just have to, I'm trying to find all my AV cables too. But I need to go through my storage unit still, which means I have to get to my storage unit. Here's one of the things that's going on, that's happening with the talk of mine, which means I gotta talk longer. Well, but anyway, now that you've hit the jump there, the reason I jump skipped through all that is I tried to talk about some stuff and a little bit too personal, so not about me, about others. So I skipped that part. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to do about 2 or 3 more minutes to make up for that. Shucks. If I bother. Only because I am so not awake today. Oh, this is just, I wanted to say because I think this is funny. This is my card reader, and it's like Targus brand. It's a cheap $10 thing. You just put your card into that, plug it into a USB port, and it reads a memory card. But it's just, I think it's funny because of the name. My hands are sore, so it's hard to even get these little things together. But I just think the name of this thing, I call it the Targus. Like it's some ancient, you know, artifact, some relic of power. Has anybody seen the Targus? Have you got the Targus? I've got the Targus. That sort of thing. Yeah, imagine like wind blowing everywhere and monsters and stuff like that. I've got the Targus. I don't really have a whole lot of stuff to say. I mean, I've got this. I've showed you this before, but I found it while tidying up my tabletop. It goes, wee! And then I also found this snail shell when we went on a hike last summer. And it's a cool snail shell. Well, what I'm going to do is open up 24 hours worth of comments on my community channel, which is a good thing. And if you have a YouTube account, then you have a Creator Studio, and inside the Creator Studio you have a Community tab, and inside of the Community tab is Comments, where it lists all of your comments in chronological order. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 commenters for having left me comments. Thank you so very, very much. Now, whether it is a good comment, you know, saying you're a nice person, thank you for making videos, a bad comment saying you're a terrible person, why haven't you died of cancer yet, or if it's an indifferent comment saying you're a human being, you made a video. These are all equal in my eyes. Thank you so much. You get me out of my head into the real world, and that is such a good thing. Thank you so much. Now, if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I am terrible at names. Better than I thought I was, but not really wonderful. And if you'd like a shout out, just let me know in the comments. And if I catch it, then you will have a guaranteed shout out. I did not see any this time, but who knows? I just woke up. So there you go. Now, let's see. I didn't see any, so we're just going to start with number 1, Ebsos, EBBSOS. Thank you so very, very much. Samurai Jig Puff. Thank you very much. A very good name. The One. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. And then there is 90s Vibes. Thank you. Liam Regger. Thank you very, very much. And Akame Bro. Thank you so very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Guillermo. Thank you. Thank you so very much. And Newest King. Ooh, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Mama Chell. Thank you very, very much. It's always good to see your name. Charlie Struble. Thank you very, very much. Zach Z. Thank you so very much. And Eiley Sabin. I think it is. Thank you very, very much. The cat is scratching at the door. Isn't that nice? Just one moment, and first I'll finish this. Alyssa Sewell, thank you very, very much. Floyd Mortlock, thank you. Tyr Kun, thank you so very, very much. And then there is Juan Perez. That bloody cat. Parker 510. And then there is Liliana Chavero. And then there is, did I already say Death Penguin Zed? If so, then you get 2 shout-outs. I'm sorry. Raller Carl, thank you very, very much. And Evan McFlegan, thank you. Greatly appreciated. And then there is Mika Mach 5, thank you very, very much. Attractive Cucumber, son of a gun, thank you very, very much. And Avi, thank you. And Mateus Balcher, thank you very, very much. And now I'm going to let the bloody cat into the room. Come on. I knew that was going to happen. She came in the window earlier and then stuck around in here and then decided she wanted to go out through that door into and explore the rest of the house for a little while. We don't have a cat. We can't have a cat. Our lease does not allow us to have a cat. But the cat was scratching at the door, and now she's gone out the window. We don't have a cat. We can't have a cat. On the other hand, Amelia is actually one of my kittens from way back before when my wife and I first got married, and we couldn't handle the cats. They took our kittens, my in-laws, and now there they are. Well, everything is a mess. I've had to take part of this video out because of personal stuff, not for me, but for others. So, boy, I don't even know where I am. If you can check out my links down below, that would be awesome. Greatly appreciated. There's like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, all sorts of stuff. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe campaign. If you could donate, I need to get to 0 in my checking account, and I am like minus $350 right now. If you could help, that would be awesome. If it hadn't been for paying for my lawyer this month, I wouldn't be in the boat I'm in now. Thank you so much for helping so I can pay for my lawyer and finally get my bankruptcy done. Thank you so very, very much. If you could become, well, first, thank you to each one of my Patreon.com patrons. You're beautiful, awesome people. If you could become one of my patrons, that would be truly beautiful and awesome. But it's because of you I've been able to stay here in this house for so long. Thank you so much. You are beautiful and awesome people. Now, if you cannot donate or you do not donate, that's okay. I take donations of goodwill and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be very cool. I do appreciate all the positive validation I can get for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciate. Now, I can understand if you wouldn't. I'm a weird older guy. I'm set in my ways. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. I'd understand if you don't like my videos. I'd understand if you didn't want to subscribe. Hey, if you don't like my stuff, don't. But if you are down for subscribing, I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Son of a gun on that one, huh? It's amazing how we can break physics just by force of will. Well, I didn't get my greetings done, so tell you what, I'm actually going to do my greetings because I'm not sure how much time I'm having to cut out because of that thing there. I'm looking for my greetings. Now, if you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language, just please tell me below how to say good morning in your home language. But listen to the list first to make sure you're not asking for what's already there. I've had people do that, so. Bom dia, dia guit, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, bună dimineața, Ohayo, librid, labas ritas, kamusta, buongiorno, terahomikos, yorageld, borabaivi, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, bokertov, dzień dobry, labdien, dobre utra, dobre utro, seba alter, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, gunaiden, and in Indonesian, Selamat pagi. I haven't looked up the pronunciation yet. I am so sorry. And of course, go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Doesn't have to be crack cocaine. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. Doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. No, the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. I must be close to 20 minutes now, so I've got a game video coming up, I got a reaction video coming up on my game channel. I've got 2 game videos daily, so check that out. Links are down below. Thank you very, very much. You have a very good day. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.